In 2018, CNBC said there was a housing crash coming. You want to see what really happened? You're definitely going to want to watch this one. So we've heard a ton of noise, and I'm going to call it noise, in the marketplace, specifically in the media, about a housing crash is coming. The bubble's going to burst. And we've talked about it a little bit on the show here. I want to put up some information that we saw in 2018. So Nick's going to put this up, just a screenshot of a headline on CNBC in July of 2018 that said, housing prices are up double digits, and there's a crash coming. And we know what happened. I'm going to give you some historical data just to recap it. 2018 was a pretty good year for real estate. 2019 was even better, and we know what's happened over the past 24 months since then, from 2020, 2021, and now into early 22. So in 2018, from July to December, the average price of homes that sold in Philadelphia, Montgomery, Delaware, Chester counties was $305,000. The following year, in 2019, it went up to $314,000. Then in 2020, it went up to $347,000. And in 2021, $386,000 was the average sales price for all the homes that sold. So what we know is these experts were dead wrong. There has not been a crash. And what everyone is failing to recognize is this. There's a lot of concerns about mortgage rates. People are worried rates are in the fives now. What I know is a lot of the buyers getting into the market, they're buying a home no matter what the rate is because they're motivated. They've got some sort of life change going on, whether they're forming families, they're having kids. We know millennial home buyers are driving the market right now, so they're making a home purchase for the long game. And the rate, whether it's at 3.5, 5.5, they're still going to buy a home because we're still seeing homes sell with multiple offers. We know there's less homes available. That's a little bit of a challenge right now than there were in 2018, 2019. But the rates aren't stopping people from transacting. And in order to give you an idea why, we're going to put up another chart here from Keeping Current Matters that talks about the amount of home equity that can be built if someone bought a home at $360,000 at the beginning of the year in January 2022, and what the predictions are for what that will add to your net worth. So we got the chart up here. You're looking at just under $100,000 for family net worth. Now, we know that money is not something you write a check for or you go spend, but it helps build wealth. And that's one of the main reasons why people transact and buy homes in the first place. So the rates aren't stopping people, and they're not projected to stop people. What's really happening right now is we've got a supply and demand issue. And this is simple economics. Until the supply exceeds the demand, we're not going to see prices go down. It's not going to happen. And we've got a long way to go because inventory in the greater Philadelphia area is still about a month, a little less in the suburban counties, and about a month and a half to 2 months in Philadelphia, depending on the neighborhood. So we know that demand's got to get to a 6-month supply. So it's going to have to 6x in the suburbs and 3x to maybe like 3.5, 4x in the city of Philadelphia. Every market's a little different, and it's super local. We've got a ways to go here. And when people are motivated, they're going to transact because they're looking at the long game, what they can build instead of paying someone else's mortgage, instead of renting, paying their taxes, their insurance, and the data shows it here. So instead of getting hyped up about what the headlines are saying, look at what they predicted in July 2018 and see what happened now. This market isn't slowing down. However, the strategies will change, and that's all the more reason you find a local expert.